Hi guys, this is probably going to be one of the best things you've ever seen online, and I'm going to be teaching you 5 things I've done to make at least $1,000 online, and we're just going to jump straight right to it. So number one is this site called Upwork.com. Upwork.com is one of the biggest freelancing sites in the world, and if you're wondering what's a freelancing site, basically the way it works is the site allows you as a freelancer, so which means you have a skill to sell. You can go to this site and create a profile and start applying for jobs. And there are different categories, as you can see: web development, mobile development, design, writing, admin support, customer service, marketing, accounting, and there's just a lot. So if you click on each of those categories, you can see different jobs available under each of those categories. So for example, this is my profile on the site, and if you scroll down, there are different jobs you can apply to on this site. This person is saying, I need a developer. Developer needed to update existing scripts for a offer on a website, and is willing to pay $25 to $45 per hour. Can you see? It's hourly. So which means for every hour you work on that job, you get paid between that amount. So depending on your negotiating skill, if you're able to negotiate for $45 per hour, you get paid for that amount for every hour you work. And as you can see, this one is a fixed price project. And they say, I'm looking for a content creator for my personal blog. And the person is saying, if you can create a $600 word content, I can pay you $50. That's the estimated budget. And that's just exactly how it works. And just for you to show you how real this site is, I'll quickly navigate to my billing, to my report, and I'll be going to lifetime billing by client. And on my lifetime billing, can you see? This is my lifetime billing. So I've blocked out the client's name. And this is so. If I scroll down this page, now this client paid me $88. Another one paid me $449, $216, $50, $290, $61, $10, $823, $270, $800. And if you go all the way there, you can see $3,000 here. And this client, I made over $4,000 from this client. Still scrolling down, like I loaded more. Can you see? It's keep going and going. Another 4,935. So, and if you're still wondering, oh, is this thing real? Is it not real? I'm not here to prove to you whether it's real or not real. I'm just here to show you how to make your first $1,000 online. Doing so now, that is freelancing, and there are different freelancing sites. There's Upwork, there's Fiverr, and there's freelancer.com. So, and it's pretty simple. Upwork and freelancer work almost the same way. Why Fiverr is a little bit different, where you can just go to the site and post whatever services you have or whatever skills you have, and people that are interested in your service can buy your gig. It's called gig. So let me quickly scroll down this page. As you can see, this is graphic design, this is digital marketing, this is writing. And if I click on digital marketing, for example, I can see people that are offering these services for different amounts. So for example, scrolling down, this person is saying, got it. I will design and create your Facebook fan page for $50. And guess what? Over 1,000 people have bought this thing. So which means this person has made over $50,000 creating this stuff. And that's exactly how it works. So, and that is the first thing I've done to make at least $1,000. I've proven that to you. Now let's go to the next one. The next one is something I love so much, and it's called blogging. I've also made at least $1,000 blogging, and this is my Google AdSense account. As you can see, this is my payments. Can you see payments? And this is 106, 119, 10. So if you calculate this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's calculate again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you see? That is another $1,000 that I've made from blogging. So, and if you're wondering, oh, how is this possible? Of course, we know one or two bloggers or successful bloggers. So one of the most prominent in Nigeria is Linda Ikeji, and how she bought the house in Banana Island. There's been a lot of arguments. Oh, she didn't make that much from her blog. Trust me, you can make that much from blogging, but it's not everyone that will be making that much, because yeah, there are exceptions. But if you probably go online and search for some of the top bloggers in the world, these guys earn millions and millions of dollars monthly blogging. Some make it yearly blogging, and it's just so amazing how much you can make from blogging. So now let's move to the next one. It is something I also I've made at least $1,000 from, and it's on this site called Opera News. This is Nigerian, is a Nigerian site, and I've been writing for this site for quite a while now. And these are some of my content on the site. I have made over $1,000, and I'm over 600K, between 600 to about until I check my my report, but I've made over $1,000 working on this site. It's a Nigerian site. It's a Nigerian based site, and so if you're wondering how was I able to do all these things, the reality is this: when you have the skill and you apply the skills, so most people might be doing the same thing but might not achieve this kind of result. But because of my knowledge over the years and my understanding of how the internet money flows work, I've been able to create some of this stuff that works for me. And I'll be moving to the next one. The next one is through digital marketing. So I've been a digital marketer for so many years. I've managed so many people's Facebook pages, Instagram pages, and also I have made at least $1,000 doing that. In fact, more than $1,000 doing that. And the next one I want to introduce you to is content creation. I create content for people. I write content for people, and I'm proud to say I write content for some startups in the US. I have some clients in Australia. I have clients in Nigeria. I have clients in different parts of the world that I create content for, and I get paid per content. So like there's some that I do for $50, for some $30, for some $20, for some $100. So I've been able to move from maybe from $5 to $10 to $20 to $30 to $50 and the like. So, and all these things I do, like and I've been able to make $1,000 creating content for people, and I can show you. I've shown you proofs, and I can still show you proofs. So the next one I'll be showing you is I also create websites, and sometimes when people are telling me they don't have jobs, and when it comes to internet penetration in Nigeria, we've not gotten to the peak, and you realize a lot of businesses don't have online presence. So you can also start creating websites for people. I've done this over and over again. I run a digital marketing firm where I've created content, I've done website, I've done SEO, and you can do this. I've done this. I've made over 1,000, tens of thousands doing this, and I believe with proper mentoring or with proper tutoring, you can do so too. So, and if you'd like to increase your earnings, right, and you want to maximize your potential, you're tired of having to struggle for money, you're tired of you've been looking for ways to make money online, it's been tiring, you've been working so hard, your salary is not enough, or you don't even have a job. Now you can start these things with zero capital. Now some of them requires some capital, but there are some that you can start like right away without buying anything. With your internet, with your phone, with your laptop, you're just good to go. And that is the reason why I created this. So I've been doing this for a while. A lot of people have been coming to me like, oh, come and teach me this, but if I go back to my profile here on Upwork, my hourly rate is about $15 minimum. So if I click this and I scroll down this job, and if I try to apply for this, submit a proposal, you could see my hourly rate. So Now, most of the time, um, so it's loading. As you can see, my hourly rate is $15. So which means every time I'm working on this site, I charge minimum of $15 for a project. So it's almost difficult when people come to me and say, you know what, we want you to teach us, we want you to mentor us, we want you to run a tutorial, And if you calculate this based on the Nigerian currency, dollar is around 450 right now, right? So, and if someone wants me to teach them, so and if I'm charging $15 per hour on Upwork, and you want me to teach you maybe for like a week, if I decide to go with this charge, $15 times say 500, that's almost 7,500 per hour. So now, how many people can really pay that much for training? So, but now it might look like, because if I tell you, oh, per day I'll charge you 50,000, which is quite fair, you might be looking at me like, are you trying to? So, but the reality is this: if I calculate this based on how much I earn here and how much I want to train you. So like if I calculate it, it might not. So most people will be saying I want to pay 50,000 for a week, but I could make that a day working on this site. So it doesn't really. So if you understand what I'm saying, so it doesn't really work well for me doing one-on-one training. So that's why after so many people have spoken to me, so I thought, oh, it will be unfair making this money and not showing people the way. I've actually been running free trainings. I've been running trainings back to back, and that's why I decided to create this tutorial. Now, you don't have to buy this tutorial, and that's the reality. You don't have to, but if you do, you will be saving yourself lots of headache. You'll be saving yourself lots of headache that you would encounter when you're trying to create a profile. For example, when you're trying to build a blog. So I've created this tutorial on several things you can do to make money online, and I'm just giving it at a giveaway price because I understand that it cost me time to build these things, but also um, if something is valuable to you, you should be able to invest something in it, and that's why I'm making it so cheap and affordable for almost everyone. So the reality is this: in marketing, they will tell you, "Oh, everyone is not your client," but also I'm trying to, as much as possible, to create a situation whereby almost anyone will be able to afford this training, and that's why I'm giving it at a flat rate of 5,000 naira. If you compare this with what you stand to gain, it will mean anything to you. The reality is this: you can go to this site and create a profile. I'm good. Like the whole essence is for everyone to make money, right? But also, there's a difference between you are trying to navigate your way without map. You're trying to navigate your way to the north. And someone is saying, I've been to the north 1,001 times and I can take you there. And that is the difference between this and you trying to do it alone. Because if you're trying to do all these things alone, like this is years of experience. I'm talking about 10 years. So, and if you're trying to do, for example, like you on freelancing, you'll be stuck somewhere, you need help. On blogging, you'll be stuck somewhere, you need help. Even on Opera News, as simple as it is, you'll be stuck, you need help. So, but like having someone that's saying, you know what, I'm going to lead you through this journey. If you want to create a website, fine, I'll lead you through it. If you want to create an Upwork account, if you want to start, um, if you want to start freelancing on Upwork, on Fiverr, on Freelancer, I will lead you through it. So, and that is what this is all about. So, hopefully, you would get this stuff, and we all make this money together. So, I've been looking forward to seeing you. And once